皆さんお疲れ様ですナルミです。今日は皆さんにセフォラでメイクオーバーということで、私の動画を見てる人は好きな人も多いんじゃないかなと思うんですけど、今回のテーマはですね、ウェディングメイクアップルックということで、アメリカのウェディングのメイクアップはどういう風になるのかっていうのを検証しようかなと思います。セフォラでは行っていきたいと思います。Okay, I'm ready.
Alright, so firstly, let me check you in. How to get started. I'm gonna start by asking you a few questions. Are you dry, oily?
I think I'm dry.
Dry.
To normal.
Okay.
I don't think I'm oily.
Okay, and then in the comments you said you want to dry it all over.
Yes, correct.
So typically with like our 90-minute services,
Okay.
we do highlight, contour, the whole shebang,
Right.
pretty much everything.
Right.
You want all of that.
Right.
Okay, and then did you want more of a natural glam or like full coverage,
Okay.
heavy contour?
Right. I was wondering, like, what typical American people do for the wedding? Like, do they go ham or do they just go little as possible?
So honestly, it kind of just depends on the region. So
Okay.
like I know in Los Angeles and New York, a lot of people go more heavy in terms of makeup.
Okay.
And I'm talking full body.
Okay.
They'll do face, hands, décolleté, all the way down to their legs.
Wow.
In Houston specifically, it's not as severe. Most
Okay.
people go more the natural route. They still want to look like themselves, but they want to look a little bit more done up.
Okay, gotcha.
So that's
It
more or less
depends.
what I'm going to go with. Do for you.
Okay.
Really start having mine for you.
Okay, cool.
All in all, we just want something that's going to float around.
Understood. Great.
So, as far as like makeup goes, do you want more like American traditional makeup
Yes.
or okay? Let's go ahead and start by cleansing. Are you wearing any makeup right now?
Just a little bit.
Okay, I might actually have you take off the eyeliner just because I don't want to agitate your eye.
Understood.
You need something stronger.
Yes.
Okay.
Seems
let me grab something stronger.
What am I saying?
This specifically gets off eyeliner.
Okay. This worked great.
Yeah, when I saw it, I was excited because I don't get a lot of 90-minute services here.
Really?
You'd be surprised. I think this year alone I've had maybe 3.
Oh wow. So
Well-
only 3.
Keep in mind we weren't doing this because of COVID,
yeah, right.
so for a little while.
Right.
So I would say about 1 a month.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing makeup for about 5 years now. I started as a painter.
Really?
I went to a performing and visual arts high school here in Houston.
Oh wow.
And so I learned how to do makeup from that.
You work on eyes first?
I personally work on eyes first. Some artists do it different.
Right.
Most makeup artists will do eyes first because it's cleaner, it's less messy.
So what was the most difficult makeup that you've been asked?
In Sephora?
Anywhere.
So like in general, my most difficult looks have always been like prosthetic makeup.
What is that?
Prosthetic? Like let's say somebody wants cheekbones and they don't necessarily want me to do it with just regular like powder makeup.
Okay.
I'll actually create a gelatin prosthetic to go on top of their face.
Oh wow.
I'm using my art degree.
That's crazy.
Do you want me to create more of an eyelid for you?
Can you do that?
Yes. So now I'm just going in with the contour shade that I use. I always contour the eyes first usually just to help me plan out where I want everything to go. Some people would call it like their transition color.
Interesting. Did you miss doing this during COVID?
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah?
Like not being able to do makeup was killing me.
Really?
You forget how much like your craft means to you whenever you stop doing it.
Definitely.
So now we're just creating a look for you. And I'm setting up your nose contour. So a lot of people are afraid to bring the eyeshadow into the bridge of their nose. But realistically, like our eyes don't just stop at our eyes, they go into the bridge of our nose. So playing off of that is going to give you a really editorial makeup look.
Okay. I was researching about wedding makeup. It says range about $250. So if I do hire you as a contractor, then do you charge around that?
I charge $100.
Okay.
So depending on the person,
Right.
everybody sets their own rates. In the Houston district specifically,
Right.
nobody really spends above $100. It's really rare.
Maybe I was looking at different regions.
It'll be that price range is more so for like California, New York, or like even destination weddings. Like I've had some clients pay me $500 to travel for them or travel with them.
Okay.
So
you went
it
with
depends.
the
I
client.
went with them.
Wow. So you are the makeup artist for that person for the entire trip.
For the entire trip. And there have been some people who hire me just to stay for the whole wedding.
Okay.
Just so, like, in case they want touch-ups or anything, I'm there to do that as well.
Interesting. How much do you charge if they ask you to stay?
To stay for touch-ups and everything, usually they don't hire me for just one person. I'll charge per head about $90.
Okay.
And then, assuming the amount is sufficient enough for me to stay longer, I know the most I've made in a day aside from like prosthetic makeup and for a wedding, I've made like $1,500.
Oh wow, a day.
In a day.
Wow.
And so for that, I'll stay as long as you need me to.
Right.
So for that day, I was there from 6 a.m. to about 8 o'clock at night.
Wow. More than 12 hours.
More than 12. I was there for a while, I was tired.
That's crazy. It's nice you can make your hobby or passion into a job so that you don't really care.
Definitely helps out in making work more fun. With makeup, and we're right in the medical center, so I work with a lot of cancer patients. I've had cancer patients come in with no eyebrows. They wanted to learn how to do eyebrows, and so I taught them, and they just start crying in the chair. It's honestly a very rewarding job.
That's amazing. It's amazing how makeup can do to people.
It builds a lot of self-confidence for a lot of people. It just makes them more comfortable in their own skin, which some people see as a bad thing, but to me,
That's beautiful.
if people are happy, let them be happy.
That's true.
In American traditional makeup, you'll hear like smoky eye a lot. Usually people don't mean smoky eye.
Okay.
A traditional smoky eye is like all over the lid, smoky. Most people, when they see smoky eye or they hear smoky eye, they think smoky eyeliner. So I work in like high intense environments. When I first started at this location, we used to be super busy pre-COVID. So I was in back-to-back appointments. I had 5 appointments almost every single day.
Wow.
So as soon as I would come in, clock in, start doing makeup, clock out when I'm finished with my last appointment. Usually with these services, we focus a lot on the eyes.
Okay.
Before we move into complexion. And then nowadays, clean makeup is very in, so I'll have clients come in and only want their face to be touched with like clean, vegan, cruelty-free products.
Wow. So you can request that.
You can.
なんかこれ愛が終わりました。すげえ。
So I do makeup a lot like a painter.
Okay.
So I'll use like 4 or 5 different shades of foundation.
Wow. That's cool. It's like exactly like painting. So who do you look up to when it comes to makeup artists?
Danessa Myrick, Pat McGrath. Oh my god, there's so many.
Oh yeah?
Scott Barnes, Makeup by Mario, Patrick Ta. So now I'll switch to something a little bit larger, just to help me blend everything and really buff it into the skin.
Oh, do you do concealer?
Nope.
Oh, you don't do concealer.
I'm a little different.
Wow.
Concealer is more full coverage, so if I can get away with doing your foundation without using it, I'm going to. So I'll go right under your cheekbone and kind of push upwards. And that's going to give you that natural cheekbone lift.
Oh, wow. It actually changes.
We do set the makeup still, so it lasts all day, especially for like weddings. I typically don't do this unless it's for a wedding, but I'll bake under the eye.
Okay.
And baking is just when you do a large layer of powder. This is a technique usually reserved for drag queens.
Okay. This will help.
So it's going to do one of two things. It's going to make the nose contour a little bit more precise, and it's going to help this area stay completely matte all day. And glowy is very thin right now. So we're going to do a little bit of highlighter. And that gives you a nice glow on your skin.
Oh, I have a crease now.
Yep.
It's super丁寧です、今までね。
I'm just testing out two colors really quickly.
I also think I love that lip color.
This is the name is not on here. I will pull it for you later.
Okay, great, thank you.
And then I kind of like to do this every now and again. I'll take whatever lipstick I plan on using, take it on a fluffy brush, lightly dust it over the lid to give you a softer look instead of just doing like all over. I want still some of your natural color to show through. And then I'll take whatever's left on that with that same color on the brush. A little bit of your foundation. I'll take the clean brush and just dust off all of that powder. For lashes, we're going to do these right here. Makes a big difference, huh? A look is not complete without a lash. And then take a look for me.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
Anything you want me to add, change, take away?
No, not at all. I think this is perfect.
This is definitely more
Okay.
just traditional bridal makeup. Obviously, there are some brides who want a lot more than this.
Right.
This is more like your everyday kind of bride. This is what most brides ask me for. Like when they bring me a picture, they'll show me this.
Oh, interesting. Wow. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
No problem.
I have like absolutely no complaints.
Oh, you have a puppy.
It's not mine though.
But
Like I know it was so cute. はい。15分に見せます。あ、待て。待て。
좀 쉬다가 신호등 넌 불이 언제쯤 바뀌니 있는 이거 에너지를 쏟아붓고 탈진 할 때쯤 초록 빨간